What's up, everybody? Name Code Dustin here, Fantasy Smack Talk. Really excited for the show. It's going to become an annual show for us now, and I'll explain a little bit more, but first, Dustin's going to drop a little knowledge on you.
So we got our games going on this year. We have a salary cap league that's going to be set up on our site. Click on the Fantasy Games tab at the top. You win a sweet FS t-shirt every week. The winner will get one. It's going to be good times. We'll be in there. So be sure to join.
So go to the website, Fantasy Games. Just sign up now. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, this show, every ranking summit that we have, we go through every single player, ranking them all, and you can't believe how much we argue back and forth. And it's over like the 13th to 14th tight end. I mean, we do all the work for you, but during this argument, a lot of times Dustin, myself, Mike will all have different opinions, and the best way to prove that you truly believe something is put your money where your mouth is. So we make a lot of bets. So in this show, we're going to highlight some of our favorite bets that we had from our ranking summit this year.
And then we'll watch it at the end of the year and see how I was right on more than most of them. But so we'll talk about.
We'll see.
So all of these bets are based off of average per week, and they have to play at least 10 games. So average fantasy points per week have to play at least 10 games to be eligible. The first one and my most favorite one that we argued about was Eric Decker, Demaryius Thomas. I've always liked Decker just a little bit more. I think, he fits with Manning. I think they're going to, really have a good rapport together. Demaryius Thomas is going to have some really big games. I think he's going to be inconsistent though. I like Eric Decker. I know Brent's sweating this bet a little bit more now. We made this bet about a month ago.
And I am sweating a little bit more now, but still overall, I would still take Demaryius Thomas and that upside over Decker at this point. Thomas is a freak athlete. Peyton Manning is very good at throwing a football. I see some monster games for Thomas.
Decker's going to be more consistent.
The next bet we have is I got Doug Martin. Dustin has Sean Green. Quick thing on Doug Martin, I think that LeGarrette Blount, basically, all reports, he seems lazy as hell to me. So the coaches don't like him. He's just a big bowling ball. And Doug Martin is sick. He's supposedly lighting it up right now. Even though Blount's at this moment listed as a starter, I truly believe it's going to be Doug Martin and even better in PPR formats.
I really like Doug Martin too. I've liked him more as the preseason's gone along. But Sean Green has gotten better every year in the league. I know he might lose some goal lines to Tebow.
My boy
Tebow. He might lose even some carries to Tebow, but I don't think he'll lose any more than what LT took away from him last year. I think Sean Green's numbers could potentially go up again. Maybe not his touchdowns, but he had 30 catches last year. It was a nice surprise. Next one we got, Brent has Antonio Gates. I liked your Michael Finley just a little bit more.
Argument? God, was this an argument?
If Gates is healthy,
and Finley was ranked higher.
Gates will definitely be that guy who's just tearing it up for the Chargers, but he's had the foot issues. He's 1 year older. I just liked your Michael Finley a little bit more. I normally don't necessarily go with the guys I think that are going to be more inconsistent. I think Finley will be inconsistent, but I think he's going to have some monster games this year, which will make him a top 5 tight end.
If you owned Finley last year, you're going to know what I'm talking about. He had one monster game. We had 3 touchdowns. Other than that, he was so up and down, and normally down it felt like. There's so many targets out there for Green Bay. I just don't see Finley blowing up. And Gates, on the other hand, Vincent Jackson's gone. That only puts more pressure on Gates to catch the ball and Rivers to throw to his favorite target.
Or just puts more pressure on him from the defense.
Well, there always has been.
He has
boxing him out.
His feet are old.
Whatever. Oh, this next one. Okay, this one was before Dez smacked his mama. So this is a lot of things have changed, but we had 2 bets with Dez.
Thanks for that, Dez.
I was very, very high on him. I still like him, but it's Dez versus Jordy Nelson and versus Julio Jones. I got Dez in both these accounts. My initial thoughts, and I still do like Dez. I think he's going to finally put it together. He had a holdout, so he didn't have really a preseason his first year. His second year, he was hurt, so he didn't really have a preseason that year. So this year, he's finally going to get the playbook from day one. I think he understands the routes more. Miles Austin, again, with that hamstring injury, is always acting up. I think Dez is primed to have a monster blow-up year.
Julio Jones, I don't need to say much there.
Right.
That offense is going to be really good this year. And Jordy Nelson, I think people are hating on him just a little bit too much. We have him down ranked a little bit. We're not thinking he's going to repeat last year. Still Green Bay. He's still a big, part of that offense. He's going to be just fine.
Scary bets for me, not going to lie.
Next one we got is a Cam Newton
Not
bet.
Scary.
The Cam Newton bet. I don't know about this one. This one's going to be close, but I said Cam Newton will be a top 5 fantasy quarterback just like he was last year. Sophomore slump, a little bit scary. Those definitely do exist. He wasn't as good in the second half, but I think his legs and his rushing touchdowns will secure his top 5 quarterback status.
The reason I'm saying he's not top 5 is A, there's a lot of solid quarterbacks behind him that could blow up. You could have Vic bounce back, have a huge year. Romo could have a huge year. Phillip Rivers could have a monster year. So Eli Payton, a lot of guys could overtake him and jump up and knock him down a little bit. But the second half of the year, games 8 through 16, he passed for under 250 passing yards, 215 or less passing yards a game, or average that many. Regardless, he wasn't throwing for that many. They stopped the deep route. Tolbert's there now. I think he's going to vulture the goal lines. No chance he gets 14 rushing touchdowns. Cam Newton, not a top 5 quarterback.
50 rushing yards equates to 150 passing yards if you do a point for every 30. So
I'm not saying it's a lot.
Even if you threw for 200 yards and ran for 50, that's 350 passing yards.
No rushing touchdowns, not as many. Tolbert. And yes, this is terrifying for me. But the next one we got, and this is my new man crush. Ronnie Hillman's out. My new Arian Foster 3.0 at this point is Ryan Williams of the Arizona Cardinals. I got him. He's got Beanie Wells. I know he was the incumbent. I know he had a good year. But they drafted Ryan Williams to replace Beanie Wells. He got hurt at the very, very beginning of the year last year. He didn't even get a single game in. So therefore, he's fully healthy at this point. He's supposedly looking really good. I think he's a difference maker. I think he takes that starting job and runs with it.
This bet was a no-brainer for me because if Beanie Wells doesn't play 10 games, then that's just it. I mean, if Beanie Wells is healthy, he's going to be the featured back out there. It might be a nasty split, but Beanie Wells finally did what he was kind of always thought that he could last year. He had a great year, and especially with Williams coming off of a major injury, they're not going to just throw him in there and have him be the featured back. They're going to want to at least ease him into it.
It's been a long time.
We'll see what happens. But if Beanie Wells gets hurt, it's a push. If Beanie Wells stays healthy, he's going to be getting it over half the carries. It might be a nasty split, but it's not going to be a
telling you right now, Ryan Williams is going to be a 4th-round draft pick next year, if not higher.
This will be the most fun show to come back to at the end of the year.
I can't wait.
So
You're going to see Natco check,
we will see what happens.
Then the Des Benz, and then check.
We love the idea of doing it. We have fun doing the rankings. Even
one more. Hold on.
What?
One more. We had a little Twitter battle with Brad Evans of Yahoo. He posted something about Fleener going to be a huge tight end, best rookie tight end of all time, and we basically said we'd rather have Jared Cook over him. He wanted to make an avatar Twitter bet, so of course we obliged. We got Jared Cook. He's got Colby Fleener. It's going to be, based on the stipulations we talked about earlier. When we beat him, we get to change his Twitter avatar to anything that we want. So if you got any ideas for us, feel free to post them. Let us know. This is a slam dunk. Kenny Britt's going to be done for a while. Jared Cook's going to be a beast. Love that bet for us.
Dustin, Nameco, check back at the end of the year. We'll see how it works.
Big winner!
Big something.
Winner.